listen to this man now. I want you to listen to this barrister, Darlington, right? This is how an Igbo elder is supposed to speak the truth without fear. I want you to listen to him. I will be back.
The only federal presence in the southeast today is insecurity. I'm not joking. Go and look at Imo State. Since the creation of Imo State, we have never had this type of insecurity in that state. Nnamdi Kanu is not even from Imo State, as you say, it's because of the presence of Nnamdi Kanu from that state. It was when they now took Hope Uzodimma from number 4 to number 1. Is that what you call federal presence? The mass murder in Imo State, is that what you call an achievement? Somebody should tell me. So when Dave Umahi is talking, he should know that we are taking record. He cannot deceive us. After all, he said that he has no interest in ESN and the IPOB. That's why he went to go and form his own Ebubago with Hope Uzodimma. And Hanese said, no, the activities of these people is not in tandem with fighting insecurity in Igbo land. That should go away. They want to tell Hope that we don't want this to Ebubago. So all this does it amount to an achievement? Therefore, why have not told us how the federal government has come to the rescue of Igbo people concerning insecurity in that land? That is uncalled for. Because from the origin of Igbo man, he's not a violent person. He can talk and argue with you. He can go to court or police. But an Igbo man is not a violent person to the extent of killing. It's not in our blood. So can Dave Umahi tell us when did the Igbo start killing themselves? To the extent we are seeing them now in the southeast. Can you explain it to us? Or why Fulani headmen have taken over Ebonyi land under his watch? So these are issues. Anybody now want to campaign with Nnamdi Kanu? Remember when they appointed Ojukwu's wife, Bianca. We have the president with her. Tinubu will listen to her. You know, maybe when Tinubu look at her 5 face, it's okay, my dear. I will release Nnamdi Kanu for you. Up to today, did you see anything? When they want to throw this corn and carrot to you, you won't even know where they are coming from until they are finished.
The minister also, I mean, he's quoted as saying, we are now ready to negotiate the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Does that give a pointer to the fact that they probably have not been negotiating his release ever since?
Are you serious? We are now ready. Have it not been done before? The last of Hanese president, this one had to trek a distance of maybe from here to that what do you call now? That toll gate to go and visit Nnamdi Kanu. When he got to DSS headquarters in Abuja, they didn't allow him to go with vehicle to where they actually detained him. The man had to trek, and he has a leg issue. They allowed that old man to trek that distance. Is that not part of what we are talking about? So when he say we are now ready, is it on his own time? Because everybody now want to lash on it and say, yes, I made it possible. Charles Soludo wanted to campaign with him when he wrote one long letter like that to Buhari. He said they should hand over to him now the country. He will account for him and all that. They turned him down. So what I'm saying now is that you mean the one on Hanese went to, which everybody saw, is not enough. The one the lawmakers wrote, they wrote letters, signed, all of them, including other lawmakers from other regions. They signed, asking for it. It's not enough.
Now, Barrister, how do you think that this particular talk about this negotiation now is going to yield any fruits, given the fact that Hanese also pointed out that some persons are benefiting from this particular man's incarceration? He's continued to be kept in prison. He said that, Nigerians are benefiting from Kanu's prolonged detention, and saying that these people actually pose a threat to his own the ongoing negotiation and his release.
If Tinubu and the federal government want to release Nnamdi Kanu, nobody can pose a threat because they have done so to other people, like I mentioned. So let nobody be using that to block whatever. You mean somebody can block the access to justice? You mean somebody can do that?
Now you're done listening to him, right? What this man said is exactly what is happening in Southeast. Exactly. So many things have happened in the Southeast in the past. People are not remembering that. Up to now, people are still missing. People are still missing. and somebody will come. I'm not saying you shouldn't be angry because maybe one of your relative or somebody that is close to you, you know, had maybe something happen to them because of the activities of those guys. You understand? But I want you to, if you are judging based on truth. Speak based on truth, not based on sorrow. Based on the truth on the ground. Which development, which federal government presence is in the southeast? Since the beginning of a democracy, or a democracy in Nigeria, let's put it, since the beginning of 1999, tell me one federal government project, like federal government presence. You see, this is federal government building or federal government company or whatever that Igbo youth are benefiting. Like this is where this federal government presence, and this federal government presence is employing Igbo youth, or you know. If you are an Igbo youth, if you want to travel like you have to travel far to process your visa. You want to travel out of the country, you have to take it for a ride, say 8 hours to Abuja or Lagos. There's so many things to talk about. I don't know why people are not seeing all these things. How are you going to? If you are in a Meshibo, it is not going to be under Nigeria. Nigeria will never allow Igbo this thing to grow. Because if you don't have something like airport or port where you can export things like that or travel from, you know, that you are in control of.